The prayer, and Mr. Glenn Lazar to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
We gather together here today intent on doing good work. We seek to represent fairly and well those who have given us this task. May our efforts be blessed with insight, guided by understanding and wisdom. We seek to serve with respect for all. May our personal faiths give us strength to act honestly and well in all matters before us. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Council Lady Ms. Cook, and thank you, Mr. Glenn Lazar. We welcome you to the City Council meeting. As presiding officer and chair, I would like to announce the following. This is a public hearing. To address the council on any item on this agenda, please fill out the request form and submit it to the clerk prior to the call of the agenda item, or you will not be given an opportunity to speak. Staff assistance is available if needed. Item for submission to the council should be handed to Council Clerk Ms. Veronica Williams, seated to my left in the middle. When addressing the council, state your name and title for the official record. The 5-minute rule will be in effect. No debating or confrontational statements will be allowed. The front row to my left is for media only. All media video equipment must remain behind the red lines. Food and drinks are not allowed in the auditorium. Please silence all phones and electronic devices. Meeting procedures are by resolutions and not by Robert's Rules of Order. All documents with reference to meetings can be found on the LCG website. And finally, the council encourages your involvement in boards or commissions. If interested, call 291-8800. Item number 5, City Resolution number 007 with reference to proclamation is being pulled. No action taken. Are there any council members who would like to make any announcements? Okay. Ms. Cook.
Thank you, Chairman. I would just like to announce about the Healthy Kids Running Series that's getting ramped up again. The first race is going to be March 22nd, and this is our kids running program that we do at Thomas Park. Lafayette Parks and Rec has been very generous and kind and taking care of this park for us to enable us to actually run our race. It's a series of 5 races. Ages 2 to 14-year-olds run this race. We have over 100 runners every time we've had this will be our 4th season. We've had over 100 runners. And this program is a great program for kids and families to come out and enjoy a Sunday afternoon. It's a very quick run. The races start at 4:30. By 5:15, we're all done. So it's not a big commitment, but it's a great opportunity for families to get out there and exercise together. And I love this program because this program actually puts money back into Lafayette Parish schools. We have donated in the past to about four schools now that we have donated a check from the proceeds, and we again are donating a check from this last season to Alice Boucher, a check for $500 for their PE program. So this initiative that we're doing through Healthy Acadiana and through Lafayette Parks and Recreation Department allows us to provide a healthy activity for our families in the community, as well as giving money back into the PE departments, which is very near and dear to my heart. As a PE teacher, because we're always looking for more equipment for our programs, and so this enables a school to have some more funds to be put into their program. So this particular program, Healthy Kids Running Series, you can find it. You can go to the website, Healthy Kids Running Series, Lafayette, and there's registration available there, and any more information will be on that website. It's 5 races for a total fee of $40, so it's a great bargain for getting some family healthy activity together. So hopefully you'll sign up. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Cook. Mr. Andy Knocking, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I wanted to make sure people are aware that the fire station number 3, located at 429 Cooper Drive, has been closed for demolition starting yesterday, March 2nd. And the reason for this is there'll be the construction of a new fire station there, more updated. This original building was constructed in 1978 and set up a limited number of firefighters. And the new building, of course, will be there to ensure living quarters for an expanded force, female firefighters. It's going to be much more modern and up-to-date, much better qualified to serve the citizens of the area. Do not worry, there will be no loss of services in that area. Fire Station number 11 on Ambassador Caffrey will be taking all the calls, and any of the other outlying areas will also be involved. So don't fret any loss of services. You won't have any problem. And actually, the new station will have access from both Cooper Drive and Benoit Falgout Road, so it'll be a little bit more accessible and better served station once it's constructed and finished. So just want to make sure people are aware of that. The station is not lost forever. Also, through the library, there's the Rites of Spring writing contest going on. Students in grades K through 12 are all eligible. They have 3 poetry, fiction, or nonfiction, or 3 components that are being writing about. Anybody can submit applications by contacting Sarah Durr, who is Youth Services Manager at the Lafayette Public Library, and her phone number is 456-2978. That's Sarah Durr at 456-2978. I encourage all students in grades K through 12 to participate and get active in this worthwhile contest. There's also something going on through the Affiliated Blind of Louisiana. It's through the Louisiana Commission for the Deaf. It's a hearing aid program. This is offering free hearing aids at no cost. I mean, at no cost to all eligible Louisiana citizens with a hearing loss. And anyone who's ever had to buy a hearing aid knows they are not cheap, $3,000 and up. In order to be eligible for this, you must be 50 years of age and have at least a 40% decibel hearing loss in both ears, and you must meet some income requirements. This is as of February of this year, February 2020. There's actually no waiting list for anyone in Lafayette Parish. So anybody with hearing problems, I would suggest that they contact the Affiliated Blind of Louisiana at 234-6492. That's 234-6492. It's a great savings and a great service to everyone. And last but not least, there is a Operation Smoke Show. It's March 21st at Cajun Field next to the baseball park. This is basically a barbecue cook-off. It's a sanctioned cook-off, and all proceeds from this will go to the UL veterans and the UL veteran families. This is a nationally sanctioned barbecue contest with $3,000 payout to the winning teams. The public is invited to enter. The cost for each team is $150. There will be music, bands, food, drinks, and it's a family event. So I encourage everybody to go out on March 21st to Cajun Field for this. For more information, go to Smoke Show, that's SMOKESHEAUX, Smoke Show @gmail.com, or call Mr. Blake at 298-7459. That's Blake at 298-7459. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Nakane. Executive Mayor President report, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good evening. Also want to applaud the City Council for your continuous updates on activities that happens in our wonderful city, so I appreciate that, and I mean that. Not much on the Executive Mayor President's report tonight, Mr. Chair. We'll defer to Ms. Lori Toops.
This is the monthly budget to actual for major funds for the city government. If you have any questions or you'd like to follow up with the email for any details, please do so. This is required to be presented to you on a monthly basis and be reflected in the minutes of our meeting.
Okay, thank you.
And that will conclude our report, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Resolution. This is a public hearing, and blue sheets are available for anyone wishing to address the councils. The 5-minute rule does apply. Item number 5 has been pulled. Cindy, can you please read item number 6?
City Resolution 8, 2020, a resolution of the Lafayette City Council approving water and sewer service outside of the corporate limits of the City of Lafayette in accordance with Ordinance 30, 2015 LPUA 3014 Vero School Road.
Y'all need a second in the motion? Moved by Council Lady Lynette Cook, second by Mr. Andy Nakane. I see no council discussion. Any public comments?
We did have one citizen who signed in, did not wish to speak, A.E. Montanay, only if you have questions.
Any questions? I see no questions. Let's have a vote on to adopt this resolution.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5. The motion to adopt is approved.
Okay, ordinance for final adoption. This is a public hearing, and blue sheets are available for anyone wishing to address the council. The 5-minute rule does apply. Cindy, please read item number 7.
City Ordinance 13, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the fiscal year 1920 capital budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by transferring $12,000 from the air pack testing and repair project to the station maintenance project within the Lafayette Fire Department for additional funding needed.
Motion by Mr. Andy Nakane. Second by Council Lady Lynette Cook. I see no council discussion. Ms. Williams, any public comments?
No, sir?
No comments?
No,
Okay, let's call for the vote, please.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5, District 1.
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved.
Let's move on. Announcement of vacancy on boards and commissions. Cindy, please read item number 8.
Due to expiration, one vacancy exists on the Alarm Review Board for a 4-year term through January 31st, 2023. Applicants must reside in the city of Lafayette. Applicants must be a minority as defined by Louisiana Revised Statute 382233.2. This reference appointment is dependent upon the forthcoming ordinance, Joint Ordinance 9/2020, clarifying appointments for the commission relative to the 2 new council form of government. Individuals wishing to submit a resume for the above volunteer vacancy must be a registered voter and a resident of Lafayette Parish. Yearly ethics training for all appointees is required, as is financial disclosure under certain circumstances. Resumes are to be forwarded to Veronica L. Williams, Clerk of the Council, P.O. Box 4017-C, Lafayette, Louisiana 70502, or email to bclafayette@lafayettela.gov no later than noon, Tuesday, March 17, 2020, with appointments to be made at the April 7, 2020 Lafayette City Council meeting.
Okay, let's move along. Consideration, appointments by the city council as a whole to boards and commissions. Cindy, please read item number 9.
Appointment to the Professional Services Committee for the remainder of a 1-year term through December 31st, 2020.
The resume received for consideration is from Mr. Andy Nakane. Nomination? Mr. Andy Nakane? Andy Nakane? Okay. Any council discussion?
No?
So, Mr. Andy Nakane,
We have to vote?
let's call for the vote.
District 3,
Andy.
District 4,
Andy.
District 5,
Andy.
District 1,
Andy.
District 2.
Andy has been nominated. Okay. Introduction of ordinance. Cindy, please read to introduce these ordinance from item 10 through 19 in global.
City Ordinance
We need a motion and a second to introduce in global.
Okay, a motion and a second, please. Oh, wow. Motion by Council Lady Liz Hebert. And then second by Mr. Andy Nakane. That's it. Let's call for, please, Cindy, let's call for the introduction to read.
City Ordinance 15, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the Unified Development Code so as to reclassify the property of Paul M. K. Ill, case number ZLN 2020-0002, 126 Fountain Bend Drive rezoning located generally east of Target Loop, west of Fountain Bend Drive, and north of Johnson Street. The particular parcel being rezoned from commercial heavy to commercial mixed. City Ordinance 16, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the Unified Development Code and the official map of the City of Lafayette, providing for the annexation of additional land into the corporate limits of the City of Lafayette, Louisiana, case number ZLN 2020-0003, Audubon Lake Subdivision Annexation, located generally east of Crossbill Drive, south of Kingfisher Drive, and west of Vero School Road, and assigning a zoning classification of a residential single-family District 4. City Ordinance 17, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the Unified Development Code and the official map of the City of Lafayette, providing for the annexation of additional land into the corporate limits of the City of Lafayette, Louisiana. Case number ZLN 2020-0004, 411 Crestlawn Drive annexation, located generally north of Crestlawn Drive, east of Blue Rose Lane, and west of Parrot Drive, and assigning a zoning classification of residential single-family District 3. City Ordinance 18, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the Unified Development Code so as to reclassify the property of Mitchell P. Royer, case number ZLN 2020-0005, 1101 East Pont de Mouton Road rezoning, located generally west of Louisiana Avenue, east of Dewberry Drive, and north of East Pont de Mouton Road, the particular parcel being rezoned from residential single-family to mixed-use neighborhood. City Ordinance 19, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council approving the conditional use permit to allow a bar lounge in downtown zoning district, case number ZLN 2020-0006-417 Jefferson Street conditional use permit, located generally south of Garfield Street, north of East Congress Street, and south of Jefferson Street. City Ordinance 20, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the fiscal year 1920 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by budgeting a $7,000 overtime grant from the United States Marshal Services and a contribution from the Lafayette City Marshal's Office of $959 for associated retirement costs. City Ordinance 21, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the fiscal year 1920 operating budget and manning tables of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing the use of the city general fund balance by $144,435 and appropriating within the motion cost account of the Lafayette Police Department. City Ordinance 22, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council providing for the abandonment of a utility servitude on Lot 24A of La Bonne Vie, Phase 1B subdivision located at 216 North Montalban Drive. City Ordinance 23, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council providing for the abandonment of a 10-foot utility easement and the granting of a 5-foot utility easement on Lot 215A of Oakbourne Estates subdivision located at 237 Country Club Drive. City Ordinance 24, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council authorizing the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to sell 68 surplus golf carts, which are no longer needed for public purposes, to Golf Course of Louisiana for a total bid price of $122,400, as per the attached list golf carts.
Any council discussion? Okay, hold on, Mr. Lazar.
Yes. First of all, Ms. Toops,
Yes, sir.
thanks for the information concerning this item. But I still have a question, though. When we do the budget, do we allocate, I'm sure that we allocate so much money for certain positions, right? An allotted number of positions within the police departments,
Yes, sir.
be it captains, corporals, whatever the case may be. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So how did we come up short by $144,000?
I'll have to defer to the police chief, the interim police chief.
Okay.
Yeah.
16.
Good evening, Scott Morgan, Interim Chief. I think I can explain it pretty simply is those were budgeted in prior to November, so it would be prior to the recent raise or pay increase that we had. This would account for that missing funding after the raise was put in place. So they would automatically be promoted to a corporal or a senior corporal at the rate prior to November. And in this particular case, that 12% increase that they got on average, would account for the 144,000 accounts for that.
So this is because of the raises that were passed by the
Correct.
council?
So that was budgeted prior to November, and then after November, we did not account for the increase in pay. And if I can try to explain this a little bit better, when we budgeted prior to November, we budgeted at their increase had they been promoted then,
Okay,
but not after November when we got the pay increase.
okay,
Is helpful?
that answers my question. Thank you.
Any more council discussion? Ms. Williams, any public comments?
No, sir.
Okay, let's call for the vote to introducing global items 10 through 19.
So move. Oh,
That's it. Call for the vote.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
yes.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2? Yes. District 3?
Yes.
The motion to introduce is approved.
Adjourn the regular city council meeting. Okay, we have another meeting. Call to order. I now call the LPPA meeting to order. Resolution announcement. This is a public hearing and electronic sign-ins is available for anyone wishing to address the LPPA meeting. The 5-minute rule does apply. Cindy, please read item number 2.
Resolution LPPA 157, a resolution of the Lafayette Public Power Authority, LPPA, conferring signature authority for the Lafayette Public Power Authority.
I need a second and a motion and a second. Motion by Council Lady Annette Cook and second by Council Lady Liz Abear. Council discussions, I see none. Ms. Williams, any public comments?
No, sir.
Call for the vote to adopt the resolution.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5.
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved.
This meeting is adjourned. Thank you. Good night.